Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Yes people, it has been a very long time I have not interacted with you people on any kind of topic. So it's high time guys. So I am here now to speak to you or interact and discuss with you people about most commonly faced problems when we are communicating with people. Yes, people. Yes, beginners, of course, who are beginning to learn English, who are taking their first step towards learning English. So, most of the people do speak English well, they could not write well. There are some other kind of people who could able to express these thoughts by writing well, but could not able to speak well. So, to solve everyone's problem, this video is out now. So, when we are going to speak about mostly about the beginners who are learning English, so the main basic point I need to convey in this video is that learning English, learning vocabulary, pondering on the grammar does not only solve the problem. Yes, people. Even though you know good grammar, good vocabulary, good pronunciation of words, it's not at all enough to speak English. To speak English, we need to first listen and initiate our conversation in speaking English. So, there are five basic kind of problems that oftenly faced by beginners or the speakers more oftenly when they used to conversate or communicate with others. So what are that kind of five different problems? Point number one is that when we initiate our conversation or communication with others, there should also be a kind of environment around us who will listen to us, who will speak to us both in English. So, most of the common problem faced by all the viewers viewing my video is that there is no one ma'am who is ready to speak to us or listen to us in English. Yes, people. Most of the people often comment me or say me by enhancing or pondering their views that how to speak or initiate our conversation if our environment is not receiving us in English. Yes, we are born and brought up in such homes or such places or such surroundings which oftenly conversate more now and then with our own mother tongue, like mostly in Hindi or any kind of language you can say. But no one are ready to initiate their speech in English. Yes, most of the people often say their problems to me like this. Like they used to say me that no one ma'am around us who is ready to receive my English speaking. Even though they listen to me in English, but they answer me or respond me in other language. Then how to cope up in those circumstances or how to overcome the situations? So this is the basic first problem that most of the people viewing my video or most of the beginners who are listening to me is facing. So it's high time guys. So most of the people often complain. Yes, I also do complain in the same manner that no one around me is ready to listen to me or respond to me in English. They oftenly speak to me or listen to me in their own mother tongue that they have. Okay, or to which level they are free with. So this is the first problem. The second problem is that I cannot able to think in English. Most of the people have this kind of problem that they used to first think in their own mother tongue, later they translate that mother tongue in English language and produce or deliver in front of audience. So how kind or how great kind of complicated process is it, say me people? So it's very complicated thing that we first have to think in our own mother tongue, then translate it to that extent that its vocabulary and grammatical mistakes won't be done and it sounds well. So it's a very long process, right? To shorten it, we need to learn thinking in English. not thinking in our own mother tongue. Own mother tongue thinking is possible in that kind of people who are not free in speaking English, right? So when we think in our own mother tongue, then convert it, translate it to the English language, then delivering in front of others takes a very long time, right? So we need to first frame out sentences in our mind or head, such kind of sentences which we are going to utter in front of others. Like for example, we are just prepared now to go for a meeting or concert or some seminar, and we need to deliver a kind of speech over there. Then what kind of stuff we want to take there? To just read the content and deliver in front of audience, or what kind of things we need to do in that meeting? So we need not have to think in our own mother tongue. We need to just speak like this in our mind to ourselves only, that yes, today it's a day to have a meeting. So what kind of attire I should wear? What kind of look I should possess? What kind of positive personality I should carry with myself? What kind of content I need to speak in front of others? Okay, if this is the content, then how to start on my speech? I need to speak to myself in my mind, or think myself in mind, that what kind of sentences I should frame to reach to that level. So, if I'm going for a meeting, let's start thinking and creating sentences in your mind, that what kind or what type of way I should go and produce in front of people. So, you need to start thinking in English. First, you think and frame sentences not in other language. Even though it's difficult, you need to start in a simple way or initiate your very first level or prior level towards English by thinking and making or framing sentences in your mind. Automatically, you can be good in English when you speak. Because when you think and produce or prepare sentences in your mind in your own mother tongue, then translate it to English, then your way of conveying or power of speaking gets decreased percentage by percentage. So, to limit this process, you first initiate yourself by just thinking in English. First, you think that what next, later what. You need to think and frame out sentences in your mind itself. You need not have to speak to people, or you need not have to require some audience to gather your speech. You just need to think. It's all a kind of mind thing. You need to do it here, then produce in front of audience. Okay. This is the second problem. So what is the third problem is that, ma'am, we are just speaking in English, but the moment we speak, no receiver or no listener is receiving or responding to us in English. Even though we are initiating conversation, but it's a kind of disturbing agent when others don't receive us in this language. They respond us, or they speak in written to us, or reflect their speech back in other mother tongue. Then it's obvious, guys, when we speak in English and other people responds and speaks to us in different language, then we are more motivated to turn or divert our attention to their mother tongue. Yes, it happens in most of the cases, even in my case also. So create such kind of circle or a group of friends or relatives who will listen to you as well as respond to you in the same language that you do speak to them. So this is the third problem. What is the fourth problem? Fourth problem sounds very common. With all the beginner, it is the happening stuff. Is that when we are speaking in English or giving any debate or speech in front of audience, due to nervousness or hesitation, we panic a lot, or we can say commonly that there is a stage fearness, so we cannot able to speak anything. This is the common thing that happens in everyone, even with me also. So when we speak in front of audience, we oftenly, due to this nervousness and hesitation, we just swallow the words. We could not able to deliver it properly or keep properly in front of others. No doubt we prepare a lot, or we effort a lot on the content we want to speak, but due to nervousness or hesitation, we just make our mind to a confused state and could not able to deliver in a proper way. Yes, guys, it happens. And also, due to this nervousness, we oftenly make certain kind of mistakes while speaking. May it be a grammatical mistake, may it be a tense mistake, may it be a communication pronunciation mistake, may it can be vocabulary mistake. Any kind of verbal mistakes we are bound to make when we are nervous at that point of time. Yes, people. So, to avoid such kind of most happening mistakes, we have to avoid being nervous and avoid being hesitated when we speak to audience. So, yes, people, there is also a saying, right, that I usually say in all my videos and all my episodes, that when we speak to others, no one is perfect. Like, everyone carries some kind of imperfections within themselves. Every person in this world have both weaknesses and strength points within themselves. No one is perfect, right? So you need not have to panic. You have some kind of imperfection within yourself. Others might have other kind of weaknesses within themselves. Who knows? Right? So I hope you understand my point, that other people who are hearing to you, they might hear you, they might create some kind of laughing kind of things by hearing to your speech, or they might create some kind of comments when you speak. But yes, guys, you need not have to pay attention to that kind of people. When you speak, there are most kind of complimenters as well as commenters who listen to you. You need not have to pay attention to all those kind of people. They pull you back. They kill your confidence. They make you throw into the bins. So you need not have to pay attention to that kind of people. You have to just concentrate with what you are speaking. You need to be just confident with your kind of speech, your kind of content, and that only comes by practice. So a kind of presentation or a kind of orientation or a kind of speech, when you want to deliver in a very appropriate and fluent way, it only can be a product of practice and effort. So presentation, most importantly, correct and appropriate presentation of any topic sounds well when you make a lot of practice back of it. So it's not a thing that happens while. So it takes time. It takes months, it takes weeks, it takes years, but it happens must. So it takes time, but it happens. But you need not have to panic to a statement that I'm making mistake. So when you make mistakes, you then only you can learn, right? So don't panic. When you make mistakes, then you can recover the sentence by just repeating it, or you can just avoid it when you are in a flow with your topic or content. It happens, guys. It's a normal thing. It's a very common thing that when I speak, when you speak, mistakes do happen while speaking in your vocabulary or tenses or a kind of due to hesitation or nervousness. It happens, but it happens when you initiate. When you initiate your speech, then only you can avoid it. So it's not a big deal, it's not a big problem. You can make mistakes, you can make good kind of mistakes, but it's important when you learn from it. You should not stick to mistake only, you should also learn from it, that yes, I have made so and so mistake while speaking, so I need to repeat it, suddenly rectify it, or just go with the flow of the content to cover that mistake. You can do it. So you need not have to panic that you, some people have some kind of sayings like, I usually make certain kind of mistakes while speaking, so it's better to avoid speaking. I cannot speak in front of public because I create many blunders and mistakes. So it's not a matter of fact, guys. You need to be confident. While speaking, everyone is imperfect. So it may be your weakness that while speaking you might make many mistakes and blunders. But it happens with everyone, not only with you, but also with me. So it happens, it's a common kind of thing. So you need not have to judge yourself in this kind of way. You have to just go with the flow. Right? You have to just practice it. When you practice, your efforts can only solve this problem. You have to keep a kind of fixed hours a day or in a week to prepare English, to initiate a conversation. You need to initiate your speech first in English. Then only you can learn. You need to practice and read thoroughly the content. You need not have to mug it up. You have to just understand the content, that what is written, what is your viewpoint, what you can give opinion to the people. You have to several times you have to speak in front of mirror or a kind of person, or you yourself only you need to create a kind of conversation which makes you perfect with the content. Then only you can avoid such kind of mistakes. So being creating mistakes, doing mistakes does not is not a kind of problem when you ask to me. So it happens with everyone. So you need to just go with a kind of flow. Even though you make blunders and mistakes, it happens. No problem. It can be eliminated, go and go while. When you speak first, in a first speech, you can make certain kind of mistakes like tenses mistake, vocab mistakes like etc. When you come to the second speech, you have a percentage kind of decreasing of mistakes when you speak. So percentage by percentage, your mistakes and blunders get so on decreasing when you try to speak to someone or in public by making continuous practice or effort. It's not a thing that happens in a day or a while. It takes time. So be patient. You can work well. So need not have to be panic. Okay. So my final point of problem is that when we speak, most of the people used to think that the people who are sitting in front of us, everyone used to mark us. They used to listen to us. When I am speaking, you people are also listening to me and getting some ideas right. In the same manner, when you also speak something in public, it's natural thing that most of the people sitting in front of you, they're bound to listen to you. They will listen to you. They will judge you. They will also point out the mistakes about in which areas you are doing it, or what kind of vocabulary you are keeping in front of them. Is it correct or something is wrong in it? Or what kind of pronunciation you are exhibiting there? Is there any wrong in the pronunciation you are pronouncing there? Most of the kind of words you oftenly mispronounce. So usually avoid it. Use simple kind of language which you are free with. See, no one is born from birth only they can learn English. Okay. You are not in the mother tongue of English. You are not born with a person who can talk freely English. You have to learn first. See, my mother tongue is different. Yours is different. I also learned English. You also are learning English with me. And all kinds of books and stuffs. So you need not have to panic at that point. That no one is here who is with the mother tongue of English. We are with different mother tongues, but we have put ourselves in the effort of learning English. Then only I am standing in front of you all to just speak in the language of English. So you need not have to panic about what people think or what people judge about your speaking. So let them judge. Let them pick up the points or some mistakes or blunders that are in your speech. No problem. They can give you, they can encourage you, they can train you. They can uplift your thoughts that you are mistaken at this and this point and you need to rectify it, right? So they are a kind of uplifters when you speak. And most of the people also fear of spotlight when something is focusing to you and audience are focusing to you and all the light and all the attention is on your face only. Then most of the people will panic that what I want to deliver now, that everyone is focusing to me. If there might be any wrong, then I would obviously feel shy when I speak. So it's not a point here. You need to just move and speak. There should be a kind of content or statement in mind, is that I also carry that kind of statement while I come in front of video and speak to you guys, is that you have to just move, just go, just put your efforts to speak. You have to do it anyhow. This kind of uplifting statement or encouragement positivity should be in everyone's mind. I also feel nervous. I also do panic when I come in front of the video and speak to you all people in my channel. But the thing is that I oftenly push my mind and thoughts and positivity to that extent, and my creativity to that extent, that I only swing every time in my mind a kind of statement or content is that I have to just put in my thoughts. I have to just deliver my kind of speech, no matter what happens. I have to just throw my content in front of audience, no matter how nervous I am. So this kind of statement and positivity should be within everyone. This is a kind of confidence level that we ourselves can do. No one can train us with this kind of content. Yes, people, no one can do it. You have to just build yourself in your own confidence. Confidence comes from within. No attire, no looks, no kind of complexion, no kind of preparation can do it. Only confident can make yourselves put in front of public in a very fireful way. So, when you speak to others, no people will see what religion you belong, what caste you belong, what attire you wore, what kind of looks you possess, or what kind of way you speak. But everyone will be thrilled and excited, okay, to see your confidence level, to what extent you are speaking, and what is the content that is present in your speech. This sort of contents all the people are bound to see and judge on the basis of it. So you need not have to see about what you are dressed, because dressing sense does not points out your own personality or your own confidence. Confidence and personality and interest, and also a kind of enthusiasm within yourselves, comes only from within. You have to inculcate within yourself only what to speak, how to speak, what kind of speech will attract to the audience. Yes, this can only be developed when you avoid nervousness, when you practice thoroughly the content, when you get a very intelligent knowledge on that content, when you are good at explaining yourself and explaining to others as well, when you can just speak in your mind collective frame of sentences with your own content that will reflect with a good meaning. Okay, when you are good at making the script of a particular content, then only you can deliver a correct kind of speech. Okay, so it happens with everyone. You need not have to panic. Only reading books, hearing to televisions, and also listening or hearing to certain kinds of YouTube shows, or a kind of any channels, or reading magazines can cannot only solve this problem. Okay, this partly solve this problem, but this is only not the solution to solve that kind of problem. It happens with me, you, and everyone, that we read, we learn certain grammars, we learn how to frame sentences, but still some people can write well but could not speak well. Why? Even though knowing correct grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, being very, very, very excellent in English, but still they fail to speak in front of public. Why? Because there is no way to initiate conversation in their homes itself. They're not creating such kind of surroundings who will listen to them, who will speak or respond to them partly in English. They could not able to think in English. They could not able to speak or frame sentences in English. They usually depend much on translations than on creations on English. So it happens with everyone, while and while, day and day. It happens with every viewer who is watching my video. So not only it's a basic opinion from me, from my side to the beginners of English, is that not only learning grammar, not only learning vocabulary, not only sticking to correct pronunciation only helps. It's not the only solution which can help you. Okay, the most of solutions are there to make you good at speaking. Like, you need to avoid nervousness, you need to avoid hesitation, you need to avoid what other people think about you when you are speaking. You have to just go with the flow, and it happens when you just move into the dice and speak. When you initiate conversation, initially you can panic, You can sweat while and while, but it happens when you are good at your content. Yes, believe me. First, you have to initiate, take your first foot or step to initiate a conversation. No matter others may hear you or may not hear, but you should initiate them with your communication skills. When you take the first step, then only you can overcome the fear of speaking. To develop the power of speaking, you have to just make yourselves good and sharp and learning and speaking and listening and responding in English. When you respond in English, when you speak in English, when you create such kind of surroundings who are good at hearing and responding to you the way you speak in English, then only you can do it well. Believe me, guys, it works a lot. It has worked with me, it has worked with most of the beginners. It will also surely work with you as well. So, why to waste time, as time is very precious? So, just move on while and while. Your continuous efforts may take weeks, days, months, years, but it really happens. Believe me, it happens. Make a habit of having a pocket dictionary with yourselves every while and time, so that you can go through different words, you can know their meaning. You can also search to different Google or different kinds of apps of how to speak such kind of words when you are pronouncing it. So for example, you have learned a kind of word in dictionary, you have also referred to its meaning, you have understood it well, but you do not know how to pronounce it. You are pronouncing in the way you does. So you just have to type that word in a YouTube or in a Google and see how to pronounce it. Yes, you can. There are certain kind of apps which can provide you that how to speak it, how to utter such kind of word in a beautiful way which can be understood well. So you have to go through that kind of pronunciation. You have to repeat that word, repeat it, and speak it within yourselves, within your mind, that how to speak it several times, 10 to 20 times, 20 to 30 times. You need to recall that word, repeat till you get the correct conversation and pronunciation and grip on it, that how to speak, what to speak, and how to initiate that pronunciation. Till you get till you get the correct word, that how to speak it, till that you need to prepare and repeat it. In that way, you can avoid certain kind of mistakes while communicating. So I have made many videos on how to develop fluency, how to develop a kind of communication, good, better and best communication. I have also made many videos on inspirational and motivational topics, no doubt, but still most of the viewers are also asking me or commenting me on my channel that, ma'am, I'm practicing, we are doing our best, but we are not to that level, we are not good to that extent that we are good at speaking. The thing is that no one is here in our surroundings are ready to hear us when we speak in English, or no one is creating such kind of environment within our homes itself that we are urged to speak English. So it happens, guys, it happened with me as well. So in home, in relations, we oftenly speak in our own mother tongue. It's quite difficult to learn English or to learn very excellent English when it happens like. So it happens with each and every person. We can just initiate that conversation. You need not have to have some kind of audience or a kind of listener in front of you. You just have to create or frame sentences in your mind. Most oftenly, when we initiate a conversation or when we are going to debate on a kind of topic, so we actually make ourselves or push ourselves not to write on that content. We push ourselves to speak several types on the content. So mostly we actually do not write on a daily basis, right? That what we are going to speak. Most of the people do not do it. Yes, people. It's a right kind of thing that most of the people, while they initiate the conversation, prior to it, they don't prepare it by writing. They prepare it by just speaking several times. They speak till they get the correct content. So you need not have to panic. You have to be a good listener, good speaker, rather than a good reader. You have to read once a while, But when you understand the content, you have to listen from others, that what are their opinions on that topic. Then you initiate your conversation by speaking well. When you speak well, then only you can be a good communicator. Okay, so you need to initiate first. You need to initiate your first step or level towards communication. So it happens there are many kinds of English conversation apps where you get hundreds of people from different parts of world who can speak to you, who can point out your blunders or mistakes in your speech, who can also train you with good vocab and pronunciation. Yes, there are a kind of plenty good sort of apps which do this kind of stuff to train our beginners. Most of the apps, for example, like Ingvarta, Vagera, this all helps most of the communicators to do at their best level to carry on with their content. So you can do it. It takes time. It takes a while. It takes a day. It takes a couple of hours. But surely it happens. Believe me, people, it happens. So you need to just inculcate within yourselves a kind of positivity that I can do, I must do, I have to do, in spite most of the people whatever they think. I have to just push myself through the content that is hidden in my mind. That sort of thing or statement which pushes you or urges you to speak at your best. So that's all for this day and that's all for this video. I hope you have interestedly watched my video. So if you have any comments or queries, then you can please comment in the comment section below. And your subscription matters a lot, guys. So please subscribe my channel. And also, if you like, hit the like button and also press on the bell icon to get further notification. Thank you. I'm done with today's content.